half a horsepower. I don't know how to call it yet, something like bullshit kart. Alright guys, so as you can see, that's the new old project. I don't know how to call it yet, something like bullshit kart or something. But yeah, that's I've mentioned that in one of my first videos ever on YouTube. That's a kart I built together with a few friends like years ago, and yeah, it looks like years ago, like there's dirt in the tires because it was sitting in that corner all covered in dirt and everything, so I had to dig it out for now. But yeah, as you can see, I took it apart, took the wiring harness of the chassis and took the engine out, and yeah, I already started because the engine wasn't running anymore as I tried it the last time. So, or I tried to build something and after that it didn't run anymore, so I can show you why. You see here, at first this is the beautiful GY6, or yes, I think GY6 here, 139 QMB Honda clone Chinese shit engine, and normally a 50cc yeah, moped engine with like half a horsepower. But it moved the kart. I can try to search for some clips from back in the day when we built it, and we were able to reach like 30 or 40 k's an hour. But yeah, that was enough for us. We just built this thing in 1 week and we were happy that it was moving at all, with all the shitty welds and everything. But yeah, as you can see, this ain't 50 cc's anymore. This is 90 cc Naraku. This is not a cheap brand actually. Yeah, piston and cylinder. But we had this in a parts box with different parts, but the head was missing. And what do we do when we don't have a 90cc head? Yeah, we reuse the 50cc. Might be the reason why it didn't run, but I will try to get it running with the 50cc head and the 90cc piston. Inefficient as fuck, but I might get it running. So as you can see here, this is the cylinder head which was on there before, before I took it apart, because this one has good studs all around, and this was the old head where a bolt stripped out, so we took that off and switched it for this one. But yeah, I noticed the intake valve was leaking, so I tried to get the valve off and wanted to resurface the valve seat. But as I took it apart, you can see here, I took off the seal, and yeah, this thing broke. Good job, Chinese metal. And yeah, so we're back to the first head, where I just put in the valve and then I put it on the drill and put some polish compound on the back of the valve and like spinned it and pushed it on so I could reseal the valve seat, and it worked pretty decent. I tested it out because before, once I put as I put that that head on, now I got it, I could turn the engine over, and before the intake valve even opened in the compression stroke, it pushed bubbles up through the intake, because I put WD-40 in and then pushed bubbles out. So that meant, yeah, the valve isn't strong enough, or yeah, sealed enough for the compression. And yeah, fun fact, I took the grinder and grinded down the piston because it was too high and was hitting on the valves. Nice. But I will show you in the end that this all works out, or you will see me put the 50cc cylinder back on, but let's see. And yeah, so I tried this again with this head, and this seems fine now. And now I just have to rethread this already rethreaded hole. Yeah, let's see how that goes. And then put it on and try to start this thing. Might be in this video, might be in the next video, I don't know yet. But yeah, that's our beautiful exhaust, that's our beautiful Chinese muffler, but this actually looks pretty nice. I love it, and it sounds very cool. Yeah, that's the parts. I have to redesign the front because all the steering stuff doesn't work. Yeah, from the geometry and everything, so need to redo that. Yeah, but I will try to get the engine running first. So I would say thanks for watching, and you might see a clip of the engine running if I can get it running, and if I don't, you don't. So bye bye, see you in the next video. Alright, so as you could see in the previous clip, I did get the engine to run, but with the smaller cylinder. It didn't work with the big one. I don't know, compression was way too high, and it's just dumb. Why should it work? So, but I'm not giving up on that. But that's for later. I just want to get that thing running again. So I put the engine back in. Tomorrow I'm going to address the steering, because as you can see, I attached the steering linkage right there, but that messes up the geometry. So normally the inside wheel should turn further than the outside one, but with this it was the opposite, so that's bad. But I'm going to yeah, finish that up because I have an idea. And then next is wiring and getting the carb tuned, because as you can see I got it running with tape over the carb because there was no air filter and the air fuel ratio was so bad that it didn't run without the tape. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.